Welcome back to Anno 117. Now I have done some minor microphone adjustments since the last time I recorded, so hopefully my voice should be a bit clearer. It looks like it might be a bit loud, so let me try to adjust that down a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. But this should also allow me to mumble a bit. Yep. Because I replaced the gate with an extender, and also there is a weird filter thing that is built into OBS, which is actually using the CPU, not the GPU, which should also help out with the breathing sound. So you may still hear me breathe occasionally, but it should not be as prevalent as it has been up to now. I would, of course, like feedback on this, but the episode I'm recording now is slated for being released on Saturday, and by Saturday I expect I will have recorded at least 2, maybe 3 more episodes. Also, in regards to the poll, as suspected, the results were kind of all over the place, so I think I just landed on I'm going to release an episode every second day. There was a majority, slight majority on 3 days a week, and when I then combined that with every second day, I kind of feel that outweighs the daily versus 2 episodes a week thing, and it also allows me to actually release episodes on a level that kind of makes sense with how much I actually am enjoying and playing the game. So, since the last episode, I've upgraded all the roads here in Danium Stephanusius, and I've also researched sorry about that. That apparently doesn't get filtered out. The Lingua Romana, I think it was. I'm fairly sure it was that one. No, it was actually the duct irrigation. I remember now. So I got the duct irrigation. No, not the duct irrigation. The drainage. That one. So I can actually drain the marsh on Albionic Islands. The Harbour Mastery, that might also be new. And then we are well into Marble Roads, 35 minutes remaining. And I have researched Aesthetic Edificator. The other thing that I have done is back in Latium, where on the island of Smithium Jordani I have added 4...
I have a few new proposals to take to the Magister someday.
Marble quarries. 3 up here, and 1 down here. Apparently it was okay to cut the road through there. Now, there is one thing that I'd like to test, which I'm not sure if it's going to work, but if it does, that is a minor oversight on the developer's side, because it was just something Arakel, that would be my husband, mentioned to me. There is this woodland rebirth. The woodcutters can plant trees on a meadow. I'm just going to test this. So if I put a woodcutter there, now that thing has planted a lot of trees. If I remove it, the trees seem to stay. So what happens if I then put down... Yeah, look at that. The trees stay. So you can actually just... I suspect they're going to fix that, because that's just outright silly. You could just put down woodcutters if you need to put down, say, charcoal burners or the resin tappers, which... Well, because there are separate technologies for that. You have the replanting here, where the charcoal burners can use meadows. There's also the untapped soil here, where the tree tappers can also plant trees on meadows. But if you could just stick to that technology and then place down a woodcutter and remove it again, and then you can place down a charcoal burner, then yeah, that seems a little bit exploitative, and maybe not intended. I'll see if I can get some feedback to Ubisoft on that. Kind of makes this and this potentially, I think it's only those two, but it kind of makes at least those two technologies redundant. So that was kind of amusing to that he suggested. I haven't tested it before now, so it's just a little thing that I tested. The other thing that I was trying to do, I haven't placed down the Glassblower on the capital city. So I was trying to see if I could find a better way to put down the baths, which I noticed that there's actually a terrain limitation on this. So sure, I can put it up here, but on this area here, it's too steep. And if I try to turn it around that way, I'm getting terrain too steep nearly everywhere here. So that was an interesting little revelation also, that there is a terrain aspect to be factored in there. But I'm not sure that I'm going to bother too much with that. This looks like a good location for the baths anyway, and the plan is to upgrade these roads to marble when we get the marble. So the final thing that I've done, that I can remember at least, I don't think I've done anything else. Oh yeah, I did put the sage cultivator specialist in here and remove the one that this one that gives available controls +1 to the custodies. I don't see the point of that compared to plus 1.8 knowledge. That was like 200 or 300 or so knowledge, because it's covering so many buildings. So yeah, we're at 3.8k knowledge from just this island. When it comes to all of our islands, we are at a total of... Oh, that actually seems to be the global. So yeah. What we need to do in this episode, though, is go to Albion and to the city of... Can I... Oh, I cannot just do that, apparently. I'm going to go to Albion, to the city of Elvin. And the city of Elvin is also going to get a new name. I've just laid out the foundations. As you can see, all of the roads, except for the coastal ones, are paved. They seem to sell concrete here, the passive traders. There's also a fleet of ships here currently. And I'm going to drop off this concrete here. This ship I'm going to retain in the region, I think. This one... what about this? What is? Okay. This is also...
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Not really sure about that one. That one doesn't even have sail. That one looks fairly horrible. I'm going to put that thing over there. And I'm going to send this ship back to the capital. And I think I'm going to sell it because no sails, no oars, nothing. I'm going to keep these 3 ships up here for now. I've also got a couple of things that I need to deal with. So let's start up the simulation again of the game. And let's click on Benbalion.
A decision, your judiciousness.
Benbalion delivers a message from Julia Augusta, demanding that you appoint a loyal and trustworthy priest to the imperial cult of the city of Caledon. What kind of person do you appoint? We can appoint a true believer, which will give us +10 reputation, but -200 population and -200 prestige for 4 hours. We can appoint a charismatic orator, 200 belief, -200 knowledge for 4 hours and 5 prestige or reputation. Someone loyal to me, that'll give us prestige and loose belief and loose reputation. And someone cynical but competent, which will give no effect at all. I think I'm going to go with the True Believer here. 200 happiness and 200 prestige is actually fine at this level, where we're at now. So that's 4 hours of 200 less of both of those, but we're at 62 reputation with the Emperor. Quickly check the capital. So the happiness is a little bit of annoyance. The prestige, that is not really relevant. So that is fine. Let's go back to Albion. I need to build up this city here. We do have 45 waders for free. So I'm gonna build these 3 warehouses first and foremost, and one of those cockle pickers. And then we are going to need, I'm not sure how many. One thing that I do know that we're going to need is woodcutters. I don't think I'm going to expand the city more in this direction. So can I go to this city here and just basically copy this layout? Because this layout is fairly fairly compact. It's going to be what we can call a close call for some of these. I might be able to adjust it a little bit by moving that one at 68. So let's turn off planning mode, drop that down. Remove the road here, and then move this. Yeah. Yeah, 80 out of 80. That couldn't be more perfect, actually. This one is at 78 out of 80. I should be able to do the same with that. No, I'm just going to have to live with that one being a little slower. It's not that much, so it's fine, actually.
The materials haven't arrived.
Okay. Well is outside of their range. So that's wood. I'm going to upgrade that one. This is taking workforce, so I'm going to have to start upgrading some houses here. And then that one. We're out of wood. I'm gonna have to wait for some wood to come in, but it's going fairly quickly because we're getting food from the cockles. So the thing that we need to deal with here, of course, is the reed shoes and the tunics. I think
Neptune's finest! Ready!
I don't have a do I have a ship here? I do have a ship here. Good.
We advance!
And then you can sail back there. I did also do a little bit of housing here, and I did remove one of the markets, I think, because with the paved roads, these have... I think I only have 2 markets for the entire island here now. And on this island, there should be only 1 market. There. Just covering everything. Much to my surprise. That one might not be covered. So that one is not covered, but it's covered by the Bardic Hearth, of which I have 2, 3, so that I'm covering everything. It's fine if that one house there does not have the market. Let's continue to upgrade houses. Because I need to know how much of these I actually need to build. Probably 4 of each, but... I've also set this up to buy tiles and concrete. We should also go to the capital island and deal with setting up the some of the passive trade. Yeah, we already need one more cockle picker. I did forget to put a villa in on this island. That might be an idea to make room for, actually. That should be here. I also forgot to put in shrine and that thing, the one that gives belief. Well, that looks rather perfect. Eventually, we are going to want to have a farm. That would be the belief. I mean, that looks like a good location to me. It's going to require a little bit of fiddling with... This can be an excellent place for the Grammaticus. So if I move these here, then I do that. Put that in planning mode for now. Then remove these and move those there. And the Grammaticus can be here. There. Yeah, that's going to cover... So it's 3 buildings there, 2 buildings there. So it's going to be here.
Waiting for your decree.
Here comes the wood.
We stand waiting.
I have upgraded the harbor once. You just stay where you are. I'm trying to upgrade buildings. Crying out loud. That is my decree. Some of these houses are going to have to be torn down again because I'm going to need the space for the workshops. Okay, so let's drop off the final wood. Then I guess we can just do this. And this. And this. And then we need the services. Okay. So there's one house here without access to a road. Okay. So that means I need to adjust this a little bit. I need to move that one over and build the road like that. Okay. Now, we need at least one more cockle picker. I think we need 2. Diagonal, please. Yeah, we need 2. Could use the beach over here, but it's just as well to use the beach here. So this island is going to be Celtic and not Roman. I assume her imperial snoutness isn't going to approve of that, but watch me care. Do that, so I have this mountain slot available. Are there room for a couple more houses here? Yes, there is. Perfect. Okay, the next thing we need to deal with is the eel. I've found that the eels are mildly annoying to build. We have a huge swamp here though, so... or marsh. I'm gonna build that, and I'm gonna build that, and I'm gonna build that. You can see what I mean by them being mildly annoying here. Yeah, that takes away, and that takes away. I'm just gonna have to do... And I'm not sure if that breaches. It does. But we need a lot more than... I think I placed that one too high. Okay, so that's 4 eel fisheries, and I think we need... yeah, we probably need 5, because I assume that when we upgrade the population, they're going to want more. Flip this around. And build the road further on. And hopefully this won't take away from the... I'm missing wood. Okay. Well, there's not much we can do except wait then. And yes, there is no patron god for this island yet, because I intend to make the patron god for this island one of the Celtic ones. Which means we need to unlock the research for that first. There we go. That's not taking any away. That is definitely too far away from that one. So we're going to need to build a new warehouse. If that doesn't take away, then I'm going to put it there. It doesn't. But of course we need one more wood. There we go. So that's 5 eel fisheries. And then we need... Yeah, we still need wood. Can I pick up more wood from here?
Waiting. Through the waves.
Speed things up. We're gaining wood while we're speeding things up as well, so that's good.
Done.
The Festival of Joy in Hereticus Volume has ended, so I guess they're back to their regular piousness then. That's good. Just imagine the festival on that island being a major celebration to Bacchus. For those of you who are not familiar with the Roman deities, that would be the god of wine. Also known as Dionysius in the Greek mythology. Okay, so I'm gonna build up there. And then we are going to need a reed gatherer. And the question is, are we going to be able... Okay, I need to turn off the planning mode. So far, so good. No, that's not going to be good enough. So off you go. Just going to do it simple then. Of course, you want to call this simple. That is up to you to decide if you agree with me that this is the simpler way of doing it. Could do all the way up there, actually. We go... I don't think we need... How many did we need of these? So it's 1 minute to 2 minutes. We need 2 of these. It's gonna be like that. And then for this, we're going to need 4 hemp farms. So 1 here. We'll just go around the entire building there. Fill in all of this. That's 2. I think I want them to be symmetrical at the very least. Okay, so that's 4 hemp farms, and we didn't take any forest away, so that's good. And now to find some good spots for these. Okay, so there. And here. And here. There's barely any buildings left that really get anything from those. So might as well build one there.
Waiting for your decree.
Drop off some wood. Okay, so that's 4 of those, and then I need 4 of these. As 1. I mean, I might as well do that and then pull that down here. I can put that one the other way around there. Do some decoration or something there. And we can have one here. I'm not getting full effect of these, but that's okay. I put that there so I can put something behind it. So these give some income and health and happiness. Okay, now let's build the villa. That gave us a lot of something.
All's yearn to slip away. But that's most of us, isn't it?
Prestige. The Farnham, we're at 681 belief. That puts it at with one by that we have 641, 1003. That should cover the needs we have for the island. And it does. It's just that one of the tunic weavers haven't started up yet. Doesn't have enough hemp. I didn't wait. I usually wait. And on this island, we are going to go... Oh, I actually need to upgrade the nobles on the other island first.
There's worse than an evening at the hearth, listening to some old mumbo-jumbo.
That makes us allows us to build cement or concrete in the new world.
To be a Roman is a noble calling.
That almost sounds like me. They also want wine. And of course they want the aqueduct. Oh my god, that's not going to be fun here at all.
Oh, don't speak to us of Voada. That shameless Ruktatrix should be sold in chains.
I approve of the accent, but that is a bit overdone. Now I should
Don't
be
be going
allowed...
to market for a friendly horse.
Not all, yeah, I need this to be fulfilled first.
Some bard song you remember, some you want to forget.
What do you want?
I await your instruction.
Yeah. Waiters can now be upgraded to smiths and aldermen. Celtic residents are skilled craftsmen that enjoy local products, and they rely on the marshes to thrive.
Very good, Are.
Indeed. This is a rather huge marsh, so what do you mean no warehouse in range? Well, might help to have a road, huh?
A winkle among your cockles is a gift from the sea.
Whatever you say. That's all I have to say about that.
So way, Praetor.
Upgrade to Celtic residents.
Living on the edge.
Yes. Now we can make cheese, beer. Handily, this island has barley. Oh, these guys want a recreation ground instead of the Grammaticus. But I suppose I could give that in addition to the Grammaticus. We'll see when the time comes. There is some quest going on here, but that is the quest. Yeah, I think that's another. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Let's go back to Tizium quickly. Here. Or here?
Some thoughts are best confined to wax.
Raiders? No. There are no other quests that I can see here. Just thought I saw some quests on the on these islands, but apparently it was just that one. Okay, let's go back to, or rather, instead of doing that, let's go here. So the final thing these guys need is silver brooches, and they also need cheese, which we're going to produce soon. But they also need the fine glass. And with our Fire Island safety, since the glass gives +2 prestige, I'm thinking that I actually want to build it in the housing areas. Let me just
show you the premises.
Check here. This vintner is fairly important for these guys. I'm going to upgrade these, and these. I need to pay attention to the workforce here now. We can upgrade these, and these, and these. And we're also going to build more houses here. Now, I don't remember if I set up a marble route. I don't think I did. $432, 313, 351. So
Waiting for your decree.
you... How did I do this? Workforce, Hereticus Volume.
We stand waiting.
Workforce, Hereticus Volume. So we get some workforce back here. We also have
What could you possibly require?
these two ships going up there. They can have... actually, I need to do 1 and 1. Okay. Workforce, Smithium Jordani.
Neptune's finest.
Workforce, Smithium
Ready.
Jordani. Because we do have a unit of archers encamped down here, the Vulture Signum, resting in a camp. That's 40 denarii and 44 libertas. I probably should just disband them, to be honest. If I even can. Yes, disband. I don't need them currently. Need the workforce more. Okay, so this glass works here. It has one of those weird layouts. But that doesn't look like a too bad location for it, actually. So, let's just see how much... Sure, I can live with that. If we move these here, and then we can move those there. I don't think that's going to be covered by that. But it is going to be covered by the Glassblower. The other festival has ended. And this is going to have a rather serious impact on our fire safety. We are at 1.7k now. Okay. It hasn't started up yet. I'm thinking moving the vintner over to the other side here would not be the worst idea I could do.
Look smarter, it's the governor.
But I'm not sure it will fit. It will. I move these two there, and I move these two here. What is this? This is a regular loom weavery clothier that is making togas. Also for the nobles. Maybe I don't want to move that too far off. Maybe I could move that up there. Is any of this relevant? Not really.
So, when will those materials materialize?
Yeah, that is a good question. If we then take these and we move these down there. Do some of the decorations I removed up here then. I don't like how Marble Rose was discovered. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game because there are a couple of things that I want to look for now. Replanting on that 50 seconds. That is a definite. That one's fine, but I don't really need it. Siege Workshop. The resin tapper on Meadows. That one is good. Keys would be nice for decoration, but not really urgent. Quinquirums is what I would really, really want, but then I need 500 Celtic population. I think we're going to research Cernunnos. Where is? Bona is all the way down there. Stone walls, legionnaires. I do plan on adding some AIs in eventually, so we have something to conquer. I like that they've added the, like, see this one? You need to sink 10 ships belonging to raiders and generate so and so much knowledge. I like that they've added that option to give you the option to add AIs as you progress in the game, because you do it at your own pace then. That one seems a given for the additional workforce. And then I'm gonna go for the Harbor Grand Mastery. That's a full research tree there. Okay. And I was going to move the Vintner over there. Which means we can relocate these to there. I'm guessing we can relocate these to there. And then if the upgrade tool would be nice, that would be nice. Upgrade those. Upgrade 2 of those and move those there. And then I suppose just fill out the other like that. And then we have to take a quick look at our stuffies. Could use another sandal maker, but it's just enough currently. Yep. Maybe it would be a good idea to actually make glass. So it's 2 glass melters. We need 2 of those. And that requires a river slot. Like so. Is that too far away? No. But I'm going to upgrade the road here. Looks like we lack the concrete. May as well upgrade all the way over here. Since we're just waiting for the glass to come in anyways. Not that important in this area, but I kind of feel it is relevant down here. And I mean, why not just upgrade this as well? There we go. In this area. Go to the river slot. And we can go down to that river slot. well do that. Most of the roads on this island upgraded, so how are we doing on the glass? That's gonna take a while, it seems. How much are we using of the charcoal now? Ah, it's fine. That was the other thing that I wanted to check. This is only this island, all islands. Nearly 10,000. Prestige, 5,000. Health. We have surplus. Happiness, we have surplus. Fire safety, we have surplus. We have 10,000 people. We also got some points. Yeah, we're up to 120. I haven't really checked the Albion one. That portrait is not really that relevant. The Celtic material pack, that one is interesting. This grants the marsh service for free. Menander of Nicomedes, auspicious Haruspex. That is a name. I'll buy him. Having Epona for free would also not be too bad. But out of the other things I see here, I can't really see that these things are as relevant right now. This one might be interesting, but let's go back to Latium, because I'd like to get up to this and get this in case that's a bug they're gonna fix. Workforce from residents, but minus happiness. Trokatoto, subjugating Subiudex. Okay. Columna Anorum. Yes. Please. And that's a nice color. But I'm gonna go with the mosaic. We still need a lot to get up to here. So let's take that one. Let's get the shipboard scorpions.
You have been building for 2 hours, Harry. May I
Yes.
suggest some refreshments?
I have been building longer than I have been recording because I was doing things before I started recording.
As Horatius says, no leisure without measure.
Oh, is that what it says, is it? Why are you guys not doing anything? It's taking forever. That is our first class. While I wait for that, it's probably pigs, because we're very, very low on sandals, or very, very close to the limit. There we go. Since there's a hospital thing there, Medici, it doesn't, and it's so few buildings, so it shouldn't affect our health that much. And one of those is enough for 2 of those. How are we doing on salt? I'm not sure if that's an agriculture good or a raw material. We're making enough salt, so the one thing we would need another leatherworks. Or tannery. Gives minus to happiness. I mean, it's not a huge crisis. I'd rather like to do that. We do have a little bit of leather in excess, so I should be able to build one more sandal maker. There's one over there. That. I think I want it there. So that gives us another sandal maker, so we should have a lot of sandals in excess now. To start up, but yeah, we were already running low on them, so adding another one is definitely a good idea. Let's start up this one. Can we build the marble roads now? That is a good question. Yes, we can. Ah, crap. That should significantly speed up things in these areas here. Should also increase the range of the buildings quite extensively. I'll continue to upgrade marble roads in between episode, I think. We're down to 46. I think this is the first Anno game I can remember where they had 3 tiers of road. There we go. Now I need to get some
There
marble.
are signs of public unrest.
Okay. Of course it has to be at the very outside of the city. Custodia. Sure. So did I queue up? I forgot to queue up more ships.
We stand waiting.
So on Smithium Jordanium, we should have extensive amounts of uncut marble.
Waiting for your decree.
There to there. Raw materials, uncut marble. I'm gonna just keep this like this for now, so that I have capital file. That gives me 2 more. Trade of 5. 2 more extra slots in case I need to transport more from that island. Eventually, I'll probably want to specialize the ships as the capital city grows. But we'll conquer that when we get to it. The one thing that would be nice would to be getting some trade routes established in Albion, because there is one of the inspirations that unlocks that. We can, this one we can actually send to another city. The same with this one. So if we send those over to
Festina Lente.
Hereticus volume, and this trireme can be sent back here.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
And Bendalian is telling us we have a festival available on the city of Elvin. I'm gonna pay for that. And we got a Watson. What did you call it? Apparently we have this guy here. Income area effect +1. Sure. I mean, this guy also is pretty nice.
Rejoice, Governor. Your city shall be saved.
That was a very pleasant voice. Yeah, in the next episode we need to work on this island here. There's a lot of stuff we need to do here. I cannot pick Cernunnos yet, but he's the guy I want to pick here because he affects eels, he affects wattle and daub, reeds, mud. I don't think the beavers and small birds are that relevant on this island. Yeah, the beavers actually are. So he does affect several things on this island. It kind of feels natural to have the Celtic main god as the god of our Celtic settlement. But we do need to upgrade more residences to smiths, and we need to fulfill their needs with cheese, and we need to set up a trade route so that we are bringing... Cult of Cernunnos was discovered. I mean, then... Said patron. The Horned Lord of the Forest. He's now the patron god of Elvin, which is going to be called Tizium. Is that not? Apparently all of the island names disappeared. For some reason. Not sure about why. Just a bug, or... Yeah, it was just a bug. And this is after Tizzy Girl, so we have... All of the islands have been named after the regular viewers, which is... or some of the regular viewers. There are more islands to come. So, for those of you who comment... If you comment regularly, I'll give you an island named after you. The final thing that I wanted to do is just have a look here and see what we are producing in abundance on this island. We do need to produce more garum. I thought we had 2 garum books. So what's going on here? Are we full on garum? No. So Why is Garum... What is the... We have 2 buildings. Are they producing... Uh-huh. That might be, because I think this is per minute. I need more garum on this island. As for the other things, I do believe we have 6 Peleus filters, so it's just that we're full. We're now producing fine glass. We also should have 3, yeah, so we can set up, for instance, a passive sale of amphorae. Minimum stock of 200. Not sure if it'll net us a lot of money. Selling price 20, so yeah, no, not a lot. We can sell sandals. Minimum stock of 200. How about the wine? Selling price 36. This is really not very relevant. But I mean, we have excess of it, so we might as well sell it. This stuff is barely worth anything at all. Selling price 1. Selling price 6. So yeah, we don't get a lot. Bread, we can definitely sell bread. We are overproducing it by mass. Final thing that I think we can do. So the garum works. Let me just check that very quickly. Garum is 213. So 2 mackerel, 1 salt to 3 garum works. We can actually just put down another garum work somewhere. I need to clean up this area because this area is just a mess. Sure. The festival?
I await your instruction.
The Cernunnalia festival on Tizium. We can just pay wood for that. Sure. Should we give us one more festival? No, specialist. Which is really irrelevant. But yeah, we need to do an export route of brooches. And we also need to import stuff. And I need to set up cheese so we can do all of those. That is an interesting festival. But yeah, there's a lot of things we need to do, and we are definitely out of time. So, for now, if you have any comments and or questions, then please do feel free to leave those down in the comment section as per usual. If you do not have any comments and or questions, then I would of course be deeply appreciative if you would just leave an emoji, small pun joke, or a sassy comment or something like that. With that, thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the episodes and the series, and I hope to see you all in the next one. And as I said, every second day is going to be the release schedule. Bye for now.